What's up, everyone? So I just got off the phone with Luke, the president of the company, to clear some things up. So when you guys watch this video, you'll kind of see. It's regarding the new hire pay. So the one thing we brought up was the $75 TARP pay. I kind of am on board with it now. At Prime Inc., we got paid $100, but we had to pay for our own equipment. Luke was saying that a lot of places charge $75 for TARP pay. And so he's paying $25 out of his pocket to do that. And they had to pay for our own equipment. So I'm kind of on board with that, because if you guys think about it, they're paying for all the equipment, the tarps, and especially the tarps. And people just don't give a shit, and they're ripping them, and they have to get them fixed. So if you guys own your own tarps, you know you take care of them a lot better than company. So I'm on board. I might not agree 100%, but I understand it, and I can see it. Second thing we brought up was the incentive pay, which was the biggest thing. I am now on board. So when you guys watch the first video and you guys watch this video now, I do kind of like it, because it incentivizes drivers to work harder. And if you guys know, if you're like an owner op, you're going to work as hard as you can to make more money. And so there's drivers out here, you'll see in the video, that just don't want to push themselves. And at the end of the day, we all have to make money. So Central Oregon needs us to make as much money for them so they can give us better equipment, and then we get better paychecks and stuff like that. I may not agree 100% on it. I may not, and you guys should never like agree on everything. That's just not how the world works. We'll have disagreements, but at the end of the day, it's their company. And a lot of the referrals I've been talking to that want to come to COTC, they don't mind it, because COTC is still a great paying company to start. If you guys think about it, it's about 61, 62, the way you look at it. And then you're still going to get 64 cents after a year. So I believe, this is not Luke telling me, I believe this hasn't anything to do with TFI. I think this was in the plans before. But if we start seeing pay cuts on our end and in-house and everything else, then I can say it's a TFI thing. So for right now, I'm holding back on that after talking to Luke. He didn't tell me to make this video. He didn't tell me anything. I see where he's coming from. I might, like I said, not agree 100%, but I can really see where they're coming from as a company. And something I would do as a company, if I own a company, is we'll do incentive based, and you guys will see it in this video of why. And then we brought up training. I don't know if he's fully on board with it, but we did bring it up, and I discussed all of the things, and you guys will see in the video why I think COTC should train. So we'll get on with the video. I just wanted to add this morning after talking to him, but you guys will see in this video, he did put out a big letter and explaining everything, and I kind of chimed into it. So form your own opinion about COTC, you guys. This is why I put it out here, and I'm gonna get loaded. Enjoy the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Peace out. What's up, everyone? So we got a message a couple days ago from our president regarding to pay. I'll make it pretty quick because it is long and I gotta get this under 10 minutes. So first off, no one's pay is changing except new hires. We are not adjusting any current driver's pay. So why are we doing this, right? Right now, our cost for everything has gone up over the last 4 years, and that includes driver pay. We are working to try and decrease our costs overall through various methods, and driver's pay is one of the adjustments. Our fleet runs about 50% new drivers that have less than 1 year with the company. Like I said in my YouTube videos, I think COTC needs to train drivers. I was at Prime and I did 50,000 miles and still didn't learn 50% of the stuff I am learning today in the last 4 or 5 years. So I think training is a big thing, and that will help their driver turnover. So while this won't change our cost structure dramatically, over time it will make a lot bigger impact as we incentivize new drivers to increase production to our goal. In addition to cost increase, rates from shippers have decreased since 2022, and so we need to focus on both mile production and cost to ensure we are generating margins required to support our growth and reinvest in new equipment. Everybody's going through that right now. I don't care if you're an owner op, percentage pay, lease op, company driver, everybody is going through these low rates, and companies are going bankrupt over it, and a lot of owner ops are leaving the industry alone. So I agree with this. While a new pay package will likely give us minor cost savings in short term, the main reason we have changed it and structured it the way we have is to hopefully generate more cost savings in other areas. The pay for new driver is structured as a more incentive-based pay program. Rather than just pay 64 cents a mile, we're simply creating an incentive to earn 64 cents, which is fine. First, we need to increase delivered mile production per day, which will significantly drive down our fixed costs on per mile basis. They give you a couple examples. You guys can read there. Let's see. The point is that every additional delivered mile per truck help us create more margin, which a mile incentive. We are hoping to change some behavior of new drivers to push themselves and put pressure on planning team to get more miles. That goes back to union pay jobs. I worked at a union job for my whole career pretty much. And so a hard worker and a lazy driver always get paid the same. And that's why I hate unions, because you're not paying a hard worker more because a lazy driver, like a lazy union worker, all they need is hit the hour goal. So if they get like 100,000 hours, they get X amount of pay increase. So does the hard worker. And that in turns piss the hard worker off, and then he becomes lazy. And out here in trucking industry, when you see guys, they have like hours left on the clock and they're 100 miles away from shippers and receivers. They're like, oh, I'm just going to shut down. I'm not going to push myself. It's like, it frustrates me because I say it so much in my channel. You're away from your family and friends. You need to make the most money as you can. And the company is giving you a $150,000 truck and trailer and equipment, and they want you to push yourself really hard to make money for them so they can give you better equipment. And you guys got to work as a team. And when people say, oh, I don't make enough money here at COTC or any company, I can look at your miles and say, if you plan A, B, and C, say like A is this mom and pop shop, which is 10 miles down the road. Plan B is 50 miles down because of traffic or whatever happens. There's too many guys out here that just don't want to stay at night at shippers receivers. It's like, why not? When you get unloaded or loaded, your clock is not running, you know, and your day is not starting until you leave and your 10 hours are up. So that's a whole nother video I can do, but this is why I like incentive-based pay. So here it says, through better production and time management, new drivers can get back 62 cents a mile on any given pay period. Secondly, they can earn 2 more cents by running safe DOT inspections. And let's see. As part of this, not all is due to DOT violations by newer teammates at COTC. When a driver has been here 4 to 5 months and has a DOT violation, it drives our score up, increasing our inspection rates, blah, 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 blah. As a result, we put a 1 cent per mile incentives of new DOT violations. The incentive for DOT violation also holds true in areas of cargo claim. So after 100,000 accident and incident-free miles, they will get another 1 cent added to their base pay. If they have an accident at 50,000 miles that is at fault, then they start the journey to 100,000 miles over. All these changes boil down to earn it incentives, executing driver behavior, and we expect that we know is. Success is our long term. What about our current driver pay? It is not changing at this time. I say it again, current driver pay is not changing, but I would never say that we are consistently looking at it though. What I will say is, if it does change, one, drivers will be involved in the discussion and decisions will be in advance. And two, it will not be a takeaway. That's the biggest key right there. What we are looking at may be structured differently to incentivize miles, but would pay either the same as it does now at the end of the day, or if it works to drive miles into our fleet, it would pay better as we have lower fixed costs, like I talked about. For right now, though, I'm holding off on changes. We are doing some different things internally to drive more miles. So far, we're performing at our goals. We have increased miles per truck to the fleet since January. And this is what I like about him, our president. He says, I just want to be upfront with where we're at and what we are looking at, but as of now, there's no plans to change anything. And if we were to change it, it would not come out of your pockets. Rather, we would try to have achieve cost savings through driving down other costs through increased miles, production claims, reduction of breakdowns, etc. Hopefully this helps all of you understand the reason behind the changes and my thinking of doing this, as well as answering some of the questions you might have around pay change of new drivers. So I like incentives base. I wish my opinion would be 62 cents base, because then there'll be a 2-cent pay decrease for new hires, which I would have been fine with that. And then do the 100,000 miles of safe driving and the DOT violation. That would have been perfect. I don't agree with the TARP pay. I will hammer that away with Luke one day, that I think they should just give that back and not do it. But it's his company, he can do whatever he wants. And my biggest thing, like I said here at COTC, is training. I feel like if they're really worried about per truck, making money and all this stuff, they should train their drivers. You can do, and I would do it, go to I-5 corridor. You can get shingles. You guys seen all my YouTubes. There's shingles, lumber, sheetrock, coils. You can get all that knocked out, and they can learn how to do it, and it'll keep increasing the truck's pay. And too many drivers you've seen on my YouTube is they're spending 5 hours learning, trying to strap and tarp, because you teaching them in 2 days in a bay is not going to solve nothing. You are not learning nothing in those 2 days. I promise you're not learning nothing in those 2 days. I was at Prime, did 50,000 miles, and like I said, I didn't learn everything. So if I have a chance to voice my opinion with COTC, that'll be one thing. And I don't have anything against dry van guys or anything. I think they just need to be trained, or go back to not hiring dry vans and reefers. I like to teach. So if they say I could take somebody once a month, I don't want to do it every time. And not in my truck, maybe one of their trucks. I would love to take them on the road for even just 1 week. I can accomplish 4 or 5 loads in 1 week. I can do shingles, sheetrocks, and all that in 1 week, and show them how to tarp, and boom, 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 they'll be ready to go. So hopefully it's under 10 minutes. I'm sorry if it is, if it's over 10 minutes, but just want to give you guys an update. Hope you guys are having a good day. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all.